Well, good morning. Here it is. It's Friday morning. We've made it. We've made it to the end of another week, and of course, today is August the 30th. We're just about done with August. Just one more day, and anyway, I hope you had a great Thursday. I hope that you were able to maybe kind of start again, winding things down. This week, maybe kind of looking ahead toward the weekend, but also just trying to finish this week well, and hopefully you'll be able to do that. But now here it is, Friday morning. We're on the threshold of another weekend, a 3-day weekend for a lot of people. And anyway, I pray that you're feeling well this morning. I pray that you're well rested and ready to ready to tackle the opportunities that God has richly blessed us with here on this Friday morning. This morning, I want to share a devotional with you entitled, You're a Big Deal to God. In Psalm 56, verse 8, it says, You keep track of all my sorrows. You have collected all my tears in your bottle. You have recorded each one in your book. Sometimes, we shy away from the words like omnipresent and omniscient, because they sound so theological. But what they simply mean is that God He's present everywhere, and that God, He's all knowing. These two important attributes of God, stand out in Psalm 139. David, he began by saying in the first 3 verses, he said, "O Lord, you have examined my heart and know everything about me. You know when I sit down or stand up. You know my thoughts, even when I'm far away. You see me when I travel and when I rest at home. You know everything I do." You see, God knows everything. In Psalm 147, verse 4, it says, He counts the stars and calls them all by name. Think about that for a moment. In this massive universe that we live in, God knows the name of every single star. In addition to that, He knows what's happening on this little planet, called Earth. He knows what's going on, not only with the people that He created, in His image, but also with the animal kingdom. Jesus said the following in Matthew chapter 10, verse 29. He said, "What is the price of 2 sparrows, 1 copper coin? But not a single sparrow can fall to the ground without your Father knowing it." You see, God knows about every little sparrow. Yet beyond this knowledge of what happens in His creation and in the animal kingdom, God is vitally aware of what's happening in every life. He's interested in us as individuals. Proverbs chapter 15, verse 3, it says, "The Lord is watching everywhere, keeping His eye on both the evil and the good." See, when you stop and you think about it, how could He reward and punish otherwise? He is aware of everything that is happening. And there's not one single thing that happens that escapes the knowledge of God. Proverbs also tells us in chapter 5, verse 21, "For the Lord sees clearly what a man does, examining every path he takes." The Apostle Paul, he wrote in Romans chapter 11, verses 33 and 34 the following, "Oh, how great are God's riches and wisdom and knowledge! How impossible it is for us to understand His decisions and His ways. For who can know the Lord's thoughts? Who knows enough to give Him advice?" Now, I don't know how this concept of God's omniscience strikes you. Realizing that God knows everything about everyone, including you. It can be either frightening or encouraging, depending on your relationship with God or maybe the lack thereof. If your life is right with God and you are walking with Him, then knowing that God is aware of what's going on in your existence is, that's a comforting thought. We don't want to be forgotten. We want to be loved. We want to be appreciated and, remembered. We don't want to be another face, in a massive human sea. it's comforting to know that God, cares about us, that He knows about us. Now, maybe someone made fun of you. Maybe they left you out, or maybe, just flat misunderstood you. Maybe someone lied about you or hurt someone that you loved. Listen, God is aware of that. He keeps your tears in the bottle, as we mentioned in, Psalm 56:8 to begin with. You see, He cares about you. He cares about everything in your life. And so I hope you'll remember that. I hope that encourages you here on this Friday morning. And as always on Friday, I'd like to tell you, if you find yourself, close to Hydro on Sunday morning and you don't have a place to worship, come join us at Hydro First Baptist Church. We would love for you to come and worship with us. But anyway, remember, Angie and I, we love you guys and we're praying for you. And Lord willing, I'll see you soon. God bless you.